Hi, I'm Pastor Tay, and today's latte is about our unmet expectations. And here's an issue that takes us to the deeper crevices of our hearts. And there, in those deep spaces, we find the real expectations about our relationships. Now, as a caveat, not all expectations in themselves are bad, but this latte is about the selfish expectations that we place on others. And it starts at the bottom of our hearts and then travels upward through the heart to the mouth and then right into the ears of the other person. James chapter 4 verse 1 says, "What causes fights and quarrels among you? Don't they come from the desires that battle within you?" And so the source is identified. It's from the bottom of our hearts. And there at rock bottom, our sinful expectations grow. And the truth is that sin finds its way down there and mixes with our unmet expectations. And this mixture can be shaken and stirred and by bad experiences and then come out in a very volatile way. But let's go back down there and see how it all mixes together. James 4 describes it as a battle. And in the original Greek, it's a military analogy of enemies at war. And so your heart becomes a battleground of conflicting emotions and expectations. And they battle it out before it rises to the surface. And with that much infighting inside us, there's going to be at least two casualties, the other person and you. You see, the other person gets hurt by the way you handle the relationship through your volatile mix of sinful expectations, but you also get hurt by the inner torment and whatever transpires then from the broken relationship. And in the end, no one wins this battle. Both sides lose. In fact, such inner conflict means that your expectations will never be met. Think about it. If your expectations are a sinful mix of conflicting agendas at war, well, there's no way that you will fully be satisfied in the end. And so you fight, but you never really win. And in the end, you will always feel like you lost. By the way, this is why couples who have a lot of unmet expectations cannot seem to agree on anything. Everything turns into a tense disagreement. The simple facts of an event become ammunition for further arguments. Is the sky blue? Well, they'll argue about it. And so the facts on the table are not what matters. It's the unmet expectations that are fueling the tense exchange. Take a moment today and look deep inside your heart. Take a camera down there and survey the internal war and see if there is sin that is mixed in there as well. And consider how such a sinful mix might be hurting your relationship. And meditate on how unhappy you are because of all these unmet expectations, which only lead to more fighting, right? Well, it's time for the soldiers inside you to stop fighting. Now, if you're meeting in a group, you can pause to discuss the impact of unmet expectations. Make a list of those expectations and then take time to pray about yourself and about your relationships. Pause now. Well, that's it for today. Until next time, ask God for wisdom and insight that you might understand your expectations, and ask Him for strength to purge the sinful expectations out of your heart. And then ask for protection for your relationships. Ask for health for your relationships, because the health of it all will truly impact the greater purpose for your life.
Thanks for joining us for a devotional drink today. If you love almond lattes, click here to subscribe so you know when the next one is ready to enjoy. Visit our website for resources for every chapter of your life. And if you're thirsty for more, click here. See you next time. May God bless your day.